position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Oregon Ducks offense will have first crack at this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Michigan Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give on the inside. Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around him doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, and blocking is so important for their responsive lines.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up of one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Wolverines! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's low. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff.
Breaks free in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying play action. Going over the top. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. The give on the counter. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off from the shotgun. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's loose. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Grab behind the line. It's Need. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Wants to go up top. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Northwestern is running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Penn State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Caught near the sticks, it's Moore. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Blasted as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this offense has gone his way early. Nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Fires to the big fella. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Plucks it out of the air. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The Wolverines racing to the line in a hurry-up. Right back to the well. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Need. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, It's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Quarterback making checks. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Pressure coming. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a great big play. And he just kept running, and he ran away from it. He'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds in the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Steam bulldozes another guy.
He's brought down at the 34. And that's a first down.
To the air on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Wolverines have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. You want to talk about a aggressive or wacky. This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen,
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got the first down, looking for more. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
We know football gets harder when you start to put the red zone in the field chunks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, and getting a long touchdown.
28, Michigan, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds his man, it's Neal. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown! Knox fit it in the window for the score. Out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Sampson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hall. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. They just keep firing. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him.
He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Finds a man on the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back gets the give. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Ducks look to do some damage in the red zone. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long for this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Looking to throw. It's Dampier. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Quick strike through the air for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Just to throw on first down off the play fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A little screen to the running back. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Buys a little extra time. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. They'll go back to work on offense. Might be calling a hot route. Gets the back moving. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Pocket breaking down. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete in the middle. And they're able to get him on the ground. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Buys a little time with his feet. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. Good, solid tackle. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Need. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop. Ready to fire from the pistol. They want to run it left here. Slithers into space. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. Looking to throw. It's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the deep.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big... In the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.